Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. I have a 5-card spread here for you. I've pre-shuffled the cards and have 5 cards here for you. This is for the zodiac sign of Virgo for October 2020. First, I'd like to say this video is not made for kids. Please click off if you're under the age of 18. Also, this channel is my brand. Please do not attempt to try to copy it for any reason. This is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, come back for another reading or a personal reading with information down below, and I'll contact you. Okay? Let's get started with the reading. Also, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and leave your comments. Hold on, let me get a drink. Okay. Right away, I'm feeling a choking sensation. Virgo, you have a lot going on in the month of October. There's a lot of information coming in, and there's a lot of movement because you have 2 horses here. So, with the first one, this is the Queen of Swords. I see that you're going to be doing a lot of thinking in the month of October. Blue represents thinking. You see how the Queen of Swords is holding up her power here. Her sword here, which represents her power. But she has her hand up in the air. That represents that she's trying to call you or whoever she's thinking about to her attention. Okay, so there's a bird here, so that means messages coming in. So you're going to be thinking about your life, which step you're going to make next, where you're going to move from here. Hold on for a second. I got to check on Tank. Okay, sorry, I had to check on the dog. Yeah, so in the month of October, you're going to be doing a lot of thinking about which moves are you going to make, especially since we had the virus. And then the way the planets are lined up right now, you're going to be doing a lot because Mercury retrograde is coming. So there's going to be a lot of movement with that, either losses or new beginnings. Okay, so now next we have the Page of Swords. Y'all don't mind the background noise. I have family here. I am in another room, but I can still hear their noise. Okay, with the Page of Swords, again, this is messages coming in. You see how the page is studying the wand. This wand represents messages coming in through fax, phone, maybe a phone call, email, and it could be anything. It could be a message about your financial situation or your money, or maybe if you've gone through a breakup or you're waiting on something, it could represent that as well. And usually the page always brings in good news. So if you're waiting on something important, then that news is going to come in, and it's going to be good news. It's going to be in your favor for the month of October. Okay, so now for the next card, we have the the Knight of Cups. So I do see someone entering your life. This is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio coming in. They're really working hard on getting to you. Again, there's a lot of blue in all these cards, which represent thinking. This person is thinking about you. This is someone new. It's not someone old from the past, although Mercury retrograde does bring in exes from the past. But this is someone new that has their eye on you, that's interested in you, and they're working really hard on getting there. You see how the horse is high-stepping here, so that represents he's working really hard on moving towards you. Horses always mean movement. He's holding his cup out. It could be man or woman. Just because the person here is a male doesn't mean it's just for females. Okay, it could be man or woman that's coming toward you, depending on who you are. But they are holding a cup of love, extending it out, hoping that you'll receive it. So I do see that coming in for you in the month of October. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one, because this one is really important. We have another horse here, but this horse is different. Look, he looks scary. The man's face looks scary. So this is urgent news coming in. There's something, you have a lot of news coming in, a lot of information. So if you're waiting to hear about something that's very, very urgent, it's going to come in. Again, we have information coming here, here, and here, because there's the bird that represents information coming in or a message coming in. This represents messages coming in. This represents an urgent message coming in. So a lot of you are waiting to hear something. You could be waiting to hear about your financial situation, about the stimulus check, maybe some kind of court deal you're waiting on, or maybe your divorce is final, or whatever it is that you're waiting on. You're gonna get that news. Pay attention to the coming events around you, because this is going to be related to the coming events around you. Whatever's happening around you, this news that's coming in, urgent news, is going to pertain to that. So whatever is going on in your life, that urgent news is going to pertain to that. Okay? So I do see that coming in for you. So watch out for any type of message that's coming in. Okay? This is... yeah, okay. So now we have the, this is the Five of Cups. So I am seeing with the Five of Cups, there is some type of loss. Maybe you've suffered a loss in the past few months, and you're still kind of dwelling over it, crying over it, being sad or depressed about it, because this person here is standing, hanging their head, and they're looking at these cups that spilled, and they're crying over these cups that spilled. So I am seeing you, some of you people doing that. Maybe you could have been with a third party. You know, you found out about a third party and you broke up or something like that. But I am seeing some type of loss here. But what you don't realize is this person don't realize is that there's still two cups here standing behind him, represents what they still have. Your life isn't over yet. Just because you lost one person or something, or maybe your job, doesn't mean your life is over, because you still have a lot left here, which is going to come in. I see a lot coming in for you here. There's a lot of movement in this. And this is actually a good reading. It might not seem like it because of this card here, but it is actually a good reading, Virgo. You got a lot coming in. Information about money, information about a new job, information about a new love over here. A lot of information, something urgent as well. Like I said, something urgent is coming in. So what you need to do is, you know, forget about the past. Okay, because you kind of hung up on whatever it is that you lost. Forget about the past and move forward, because great things are coming in for you. You can't remain in that energy forever. At some point, you have to, you know, stop thinking about it, stop crying about it, and move forward. Because if you don't, then you're going to remain stuck in it, and the universe can't give you the gifts that it wants to give you. It has a lot more to offer, is what I'm hearing. But the universe can't give it to you if you're going to remain stuck and crying over a certain thing or a certain person. Okay. Now, don't forget then that in October, the first week, we're going to be in Mercury retrograde. If you don't know what that is, I do have videos about it. They're down below. You have to search them. And it explains more what Mercury retrograde is and what happens to us while we're in that phase. And a little bit about that is don't sign any major contracts. Don't purchase large items like a home or a car or anything electronic, because the retrograde does affect electronic things or with moving parts. Your phones will start lagging and get slow. Your computers will crash, but that's only temporary while the retrograde is here, and then it passes. A lot of exes do come back during Mercury retrograde, but it's only because they get nostalgic and they start thinking about the past, and then they move back in, wanting a second chance or whatever. But as soon as the retrograde is over, they leave. They don't stay. So I would not trust any ex that comes in during the Mercury retrograde, because most likely they will not stay. Also, don't... if you're going to travel, be very, very careful when you travel, because cars do break down. Planes crash also. Believe it or not, planes crash. President Bush used to not send the astronauts up during Mercury retrograde, because he used to follow astrology, and that's what some people don't know about him. He used to follow astrology, and he would never send the spaceships or whatever they call the rockets, the astronauts, up during Mercury retrograde. He would wait till it was over, because he believed in that. The one that was sent up during Mercury retrograde was the one that exploded with all those people in it. It was way back in the 80s when I was young. There was a rocket that went up there and exploded. There was a school teacher, a scientist. There was a bunch of people up there, at least like 11 people that had went up in this rocket to the moon. I guess they were going to go to the moon or whatever. And it exploded in midair as soon as it took off. Well, that took off during Mercury retrograde. And ever since then, Bush would not send any more up during that phase. So there is something to it, you know. You can believe it, not believe it, it's up to you. But, you know, it wouldn't hurt to look into that, because you just never know what's going to happen when you travel. If you're going to travel, I would prepare, or, you know, at least stock up in your car as if you're going to break down. Just in case you do, you'll have things with you. All right. So this is your reading, Virgo, for October 2020. Yeah, so just be looking out for messages. Like I told you, you're going to have all kinds of messages coming in. Perhaps an ex coming in and a new love coming in. It's up to you who you want to choose. If you're single, if you're already attached, it's going to be the same for you. Your new love will be restored, and then you might have old love coming in as well, or old friends. I do see old friends for some of you trying to contact you to see what's been going on. People that you haven't seen or heard of from the past, from your childhood or from your hometown. I do see them coming in as well in October, trying to contact you, and they just want to chit chat and see what's going on. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments down below, and don't forget that if you want a personal reading, contact me with the information down below, and I'll get you next time. Okay? Hit that little notification button. Hit that little notification button so you can be notified. I'm looking for here it is. I was going to ring my gong for you. There we go. I didn't hit it real hard. But anyway, I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.